Chapter 3, Lesson 4. Using an equation situation with direct variation. Okay, what is direct variation? It's when anything that has a measurement of slope, rate, or constant variation, okay, and the y-intercept is always starting at the origin. Examples of these situations where direct variation occurs: hourly wages, distance, when using the distance formula. Okay, hourly wages. If you don't work any hours, you don't get any money in your paycheck. If you've traveled zero distance, you haven't gone any miles, or you haven't traveled for any time yet. So we always start at the origin, 0, 0. Graphing direct variation, solve for y if needed. Start at the origin and then use the slope to plot the points. So we start at the origin, 0, 0, and the slope is 2. That means we go up 2 and over 1. Okay. And we draw our line. Y equals 2x. Okay, start at the origin. And the slope is 1/3, so we go up 1 and 3 to the right. Draw your line. Y equals 1/3 x. Okay, so once again, solve for y if needed. These two examples were already solved for y. You start at the origin and use your slope to plot additional line points to draw your line. Okay. Given a point, find the constant of variation and write an equation. So a function varies directly and passes through the point 3, 6. You'll say to Mr. Khan, there's only one point. How can we use the formula? Well, we said that the origin is where we start. And we know that the origin is the point 0, 0. So substitute in, we have 6 minus 0 over 3 minus 0, okay, because again, we have x1, y1, x2, and y2. Excuse me, 6 minus 0 is 6, 3 minus 0 is 3, 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So our slope would be 2, so our equation would be y equals 2x. Okay? So y varies directly in relation to x. Write out the equation. So once again, we have x1, y1, and then we use the origin for x2 and y2. We have -5 minus 0 over 2 minus 0. -5 minus 0 equals -5. 2 minus 0 is 2. So m equals -5 over 2. So y equals -5 over 2 times x. That would be your equation. Okay. Once again, x1, y1, use 0.00 for x2 and y2. So we have -6 minus 0 divided by 9 minus 0 equals -6 over 9. But those can be simplified by dividing the top numerator and denominator by 3. -6 divided by 3 equals -2. And 9 divided by 3 is 3. So m equals -2/3. So our equation would be y equals -2/3 times x. Okay. And so then when we're looking at the graph, as we did earlier, the origin is 0, 0. And the other point is on the point 4, 2. So, okay, so we go up 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have a rise of 2 and a run of 4. Okay, which simplifies to 1/2. So y equals 1/2 times x. And if x equals 12, what would y be? Y equals 1/2 times 12. 1/2 times 12. Okay, so y would equal 6. All right. The following table represents the hours worked and the paycheck for Bob. So if we're talking about hourly rate, okay, we would take, okay, we would take his $81, okay, and his 9 hours worked, okay, and we would say 81, and of course, if he works 0 and 0, we would say 81 minus 0 over 9 minus 0 equals 81 divided by 9, which equals $9. So his rate or his slope would be $9 per 1 hour. Okay, so that would be our M. So our equation would be y equals 9 times x. Okay, and then use your equation to find out how much Bob will get paid if he works 20 hours. So y equals $9 an hour times 20. So he would be paid $180. Okay. Bob is driving a car at a constant speed of 3 hours. Constant speed. After 3 hours, he's gone 183 miles. After 5 hours, he's traveled 305 miles. Find his speed or the rate at which he's driving. Well, we could take 183 miles and divide that by 3. Because again, remember, we're starting at our origin of 0, 0. So 183 minus 0 and 3 minus 0, okay, would be 183 divided by 3, which comes out to be 61 miles per hour. And then we could check, because it's saying that he's traveling at a constant speed of, we found out to be 61 miles per hour. Okay, well, 305 miles divided by 5 hours. Okay, that also equals 61 miles per hour. So our equation would be y equals 61 times x. And then use your equation to find out how far he would travel after 12 hours. Well, we would have y equals 61 times 12 hours, and that would equal 732 miles. Okay. All right, so that brings us to the end of our video. Once again, thank you for watching our video. And we ask that you please attempt the checkpoint, bring it with you to class. You can attempt it in class. And once again, just want to thank you again for watching, and we'll see you all in class.